Hello friends! In this video you'll see how the actors of the movies The Terminator 1984 and Terminator 2 Judgment Day 1991 changed. You'll know their original names and age. I will show you how they looked then and what's with them now in 2022. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go! Kyle Reese Michael Biehn is a man who serves in the Resistance as a sergeant. Arrived from the future, and his main mission is to protect Sarah. He is hardy, has good dexterity, observation, and knows how to use weapons. Can quickly hide and get lost in the crowd. Vukovich serves in the LAPD and works with Detective Traxler. He has a lean build and prefers to wear a shirt with a casual tie. Vukovich is a specialist in his field. He can notice details and is quick-witted. Dislikes journalists, played by Lance Henriksen. Traxler works at the local police station as a detective with Vukovich. In his position, he's investigating murders and can also contact the press in this regard. By nature, he's not a lazy person who is dedicated to his work. He was played by Paul Winfield. Sarah Connor is a pretty young girl who became the main target of the Terminator. She works at the local cafeteria as a waitress. She can be sweet and amiable, but at the same time has a stoic personality. Can drive a scooter well. The role is played by Linda Hamilton. Ginger, Bess Motto, is a pretty girl with cute features and curly hair. She shares a rented apartment with Sarah and gets along well with her. She knows how to dress beautifully and take care of herself. She loves to listen to music and is often seen with a Walkman. Matt Rosovich is a friend of Ginger who likes to call her occasionally and seduce her over the phone. He has a cheerful disposition and is not hostile to people. But if his loved ones are in danger, he will fight to the end, even if he knows that he will die. Silverman, Earl Boyd, works as a psychologist in the same police department as Vukovich and Traxler. He talks to people calmly, trying to convince them that he believes and is ready to help. He is mainly interested in career advancement. He wears a pager on his belt. Pawn shop clerk worked in a Los Angeles store. He treats visitors politely and immediately sees that the person is an expert in weapons. He himself is well aware of all the technical characteristics of weapons, has several tattoos on his arms, played by Dick Miller. Nancy Sean Scheps worked at the same establishment as Sarah and got on very well with her, but she was not a good friend. At work she likes the rest of the waitresses, wore a uniform dress and also likes to wear massive earrings and wears a watch on her right hand. Future Terminator was one of Skynet's henchmen, a sort of killing machine. His main task was to conduct a reconnaissance mission to detect the Resistance and destroy all people. He is quite strong and knows how to use firearms. The role is played by Frankie Columbo. Punk leader and his friends were the first to see the Terminator. They like to play pranks on people and even behave somewhat rudely among themselves. He wears a leather jacket with chains and has a mohawk made to look like spikes and dyed blue, played by Bill Paxton. Punk often behaved cheekily and with his friends would pick on and mock a person just for fun. He carries a knife with him and if desired can not only threaten them but also cause injury. Died after meeting with the Terminator. The role is played by Brian Thompson. Henriques Lozada, Castel, is an old friend of Sarah. He lives on a ranch with his wife and children. He is used to always being on the alert, knows how to survive in different conditions, and can fulfill the request of his friends. Likes to wear a cowboy hat. Tim is on good terms with adopted son of Voight, but also considers them total jerks. Often rides a motorcycle with John and can sometimes break the law with him. He can be recognized by his red hair and slightly tousled hairstyle. The role was played by Danny Cooksey. Terminator, he is the perfect machine that is not afraid of pain. He is not afraid of firearms, cutting weapons, and he can kill a person with his bare hands. Terminator is very strong, there is no sense of compassion and pity in him. He was played by Arnold Schwarzenegger. Miles Dyson works for the well-known company Sadison, which is engaged in various progressive developments. He has a good mindset, has an incredible talent for programming and can give directions for research, capable of self-sacrifice, played by John Martin. Todd White doesn't understand why his wife is so nervous about John, reluctantly fulfills her requests and is inclined to laziness. He likes to sit on the couch and watch boxing on TV. Not is an authority for John, who was killed by T-1000. The role was played by Alexander Berkeley. C.R. Biker is a regular visitor to the Carl bar. He wears the typical biker outfit of a leather jacket and pants and has long hair and a beard. He prefers to smoke cigars, rides a motorcycle well and always carries a pistol with him. He was played by Robert Winley. T-1000 is a new Terminator model that is almost impossible to kill. Rifle shots can slow him down, but he can quickly revert to his original form and has the unique ability to take on the appearance of another person. The role is performed by Robert Patrick. Teresa Dyson gives all of herself to the family, loves her husband Miles and their joint children. She's a wonderful mother and tries to accustom children to the regime. Teresa is a good woman who sincerely cares about her loved ones, played by S. Epaphan Merkerson. Lloyd works behind the bar at the Coral, a small biker establishment. He has a fairly massive build and wears a somewhat sloppy beard. Knows how to drive a motorcycle and use a rifle. Tried to stop a Terminator from stealing a motorcycle. John Connor is the head of the Resistance, which consists of people with the goal of stopping Skynet. He has strong leadership qualities, he has fearlessness and confidence. Connor has battle marks on his face. The role was performed by Michael Edwards. Mossberg is a police detective. It was he who led the case of the murder of the White family and the disappearance of John Connor. Sometimes can act aggressively and try to pressure the person's feelings to try and get information. The role was played by Don Lake. John Connor is Sarah and Kyle's child. He is in a difficult adolescence and often tries to break the law in one way or another, and also flatly refuses to obey his guardians, the White married couple. John is a good and rather smart boy, played by Edward Furlong. Jenna White, along with her husband, was appointed guardian of the son of Sarah Connor. She took care of the boy and was worried that he completely stopped listening to her, and this sometimes made her a little angry. She was portrayed by Janet Goldstein. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please share it on social networks, like it, and of course subscribe to the channel.